Alright, good morning guys. Today's art lesson is how to make a lion. So to go along with our zoo theme. So parents, what you'll need is some yellow paint of some kind, some brown paint, and something white, maybe thread, yarn, anything like that. I had some ribbon. You will also need a paintbrush, a Sharpie. Parents will use this. Unless you're brave, then you let your child use it, and some scissors and a paper plate of some kind. Now, if your paper plate does not have designs on the inside, then you can use the inside. But the only paper plate I had a design. So to keep the design from bleeding through the paint, I'm just going to use the back side. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do a paper plate lion. Here we go. First, you're going to let your child paint the inside of the plate yellow. This is a lot harder than it looks with a phone in one hand. Alright, I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, now you can see the finished product was that I painted the inside of the face of the lion, the paper plate. Now you're going to take some any kind of color that you have that's brown, and you're going to paint the outside. I'll show you the finished product in just a minute. Okay, so we're back, and I have painted the outside of the paper plate brown. So I've let it dry just a little bit. Some of it's still a little tacky, but now what you're going to do is with your ribbon or whatever white thread or lace, anything like that, you're going to let your child cut however long that they want their whiskers for their lion. So one-handed. Now remember, you need to make sure that if you have adult scissors, you are very diligent and vigilant and make sure that they are being very careful with them, but I do recommend children's scissors. So I cut that, and I have 6 whiskers here. What I would encourage you guys to do, parents, is have them cut and y'all count together as you cut. Now, I do not have any glue here, but something that you can do is use a little bit of leftover paint to stick the whiskers in, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a moment. Okay, so now I have placed my whiskers. Again, if you have your paint still tacky, you can place them in there. If your paint's really wet, it'll really stick very well if you don't have glue, or you can help your child tape them if you want to, however that you choose. Now, if you have wiggly eyes at your house, you can totally put them on to make the eyeballs. Myself, I do not have any wiggly eyes at home. They're all at school. So, but I would encourage you, if you're not scared, to let them use a Sharpie. Let them use a Sharpie and tell your child to draw an oval and color it in, and draw another oval. Now your paint has to be incredibly dry for this to work well. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you'll have your whiskers, and then have your child draw an upside down triangle. Color it in, that's the nose, and then draw half a smiley, half a smiley. And you have the face complete of your lion. And then the last thing that your child's going to do with their safety scissors is cut the sides of the paper plate to make the mane. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in just a minute, because it's hard to cut and video at the same time. Alrighty guys, so what I did was I just used the scissors and I just randomly cut from the end of my plate to, apparently my paint's still sticky and wet, to the start of the lion's face. So your finished product should look something like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed our art lesson for the day. It is really easy and quick, but it has a lot of good skills that your child needs to be practicing with. Alright, bye guys.